Good morning and welcome to Gray Barn Antiques of Andover, New Jersey. Today's 15-minute video is going to visit with our vendor, Burning Sensation Antiques, who is vendor code UGMO, UGMO. So you will see that number in the corner of their tags when I go and visit their booth. We are located in Andover, New Jersey, and yes, we do ship if you're not local to us, and we do hold items for local pickup. Now he has this booth here, one other big booth in the big room, and then a couple of shelves in our case room. So we're going to dive in. I pardon the mess here. We are closed today. It is Tuesday. So this is where we do put all the items that we set up outside, our signage and such. Now, right before we enter it is Bushel and Pet Collectibles. His booth starts at the blue bookcase or the carpeted area. So let's dive in. Now, he specializes, but it's not limited to brass and copper, which they do polish themselves. It's a lovely little sconce here for just $24. It's a beautiful brass. This is actually a copper frame. It's got some serious weight to it. That's just $40. Silver plated tray for $19.20. This is cute, little duck hook for just $4.80. So this just came in yesterday. We were open for a few hours yesterday, and that is $28. That is the nice sugar. I'll probably have this up tomorrow night on our Wednesday night Facebook Lives. If you have not already done so, and if you are on Facebook, please be sure to like and follow us. We are Gray Barn Antiques on Facebook, and that is Gray with the E. It's the same handle as we use here on YouTube. Every Wednesday night at 5:30, we do a weekly Facebook Live, which you can purchase from, and we do ship from there as well. And we do a monthly, which we did one this past Sunday night, and that went for over 5 hours. So when I walk around the shop, you're going to see a lot of things in our booth, our general store booth, that are waiting to get packaged and wrapped and shipped. This is another really good deal. This is beautiful. I'm going to have to put this up on Wednesday night too. It's $12. It's porcelain and wood, and for once the wood top is actually still attached. A lot of times you find these where that is not the case. It's a little crazy, nothing much. And did I see the price correct on this? I did. Wow. Just $8 on that. Really cute. It looks like a pineapple almost. It does have some hallmarks on it, so most likely electric plated nickel and probably silver plated. That's really cool. It's got these old chrysanthemums and then comes down into a pineapple base. That's the pair of bowls for just $8. So don't forget, when you see that price, take 20% off as long as it doesn't have that word firm. We are a multi-vendor shop in over 3,600 square feet. We are open all year round, Wednesday through Sundays. The month before Christmas, we do Mondays 11 to 2. So if you're an hour and a half, 2 hours out, it's definitely worth driving up to this area because we are not alone in this area. There's 4 other shops within walking distance. Right down the road is the 10,000 square foot Scrambury Coop. So definitely worth a drive to this area if you like to antique and thrift and find all kinds of goodies from all over the place. Eclectic mix. Everybody specializes in something different. Now the lighting in this booth, not these particular pieces, but they were located at the Black Rose in Phillipsburg, which is no longer there. But prior to the closing of it, a lot of their pieces like these, see this gorgeous light? Might look familiar. You might see something like this on the HBO show, The Gilded Age. And a lot of their lighting is in that TV show. They were one of the main shops that was used for a lot of the set design on that. This is amazing. Wow, look at the price on that. $85 and then 20% off of that. One handle has damage. Oh yeah, you can see that. Well, I guess if you're over 120 years old, you're going to have a little bit of damage to you. So earlier when I came in here, before I was outside, I started filming in here and everything was picking up a yellow haze, and now it's not picking up enough of the yellow because it has a slight fade on that picture. So if you see anything in this video, our past videos, our pictures on Instagram or Facebook, our Facebook Live videos, if you go back and watch any of them and you want more information on any of the items, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. The how to get a hold of us is up in the bio. You can we prefer direct message just because we see it faster and easier. And you can do that on our Facebook or our Instagram page. Instagram, we are Gray_Barn. You got to put that little period in there. Otherwise, you're going to go to a different site. Oh, here's a nice piece of Pyrex that just came in. This is a Christmas bowl, and that's $40. That's a very good price. It's the pine cone. It is the larger. And I know with the We hold that up to the light, and we do see that there are a couple of scratches. Nothing major. Other than that, it's in very good shape. And that is the large mixing bowl in the Pyrex pine cone Christmas design. This shelf here, I want to just step back so you can see now. The gentleman that has this booth, Ron, not only polishes all the brass, and this light was converted to electric. He does do that, but he is a carpenter, and he did make this shelf. And he did make this green shelf, and all the little tables that you see in here are all one of a kind, his creations. Look at these great coffee tables, vanities. Those are all done by him. And he also restores and cleans up these heaters and gets them working. We've sold quite a few for people to actually use. So again, we're visiting in the front room currently. You can see you get stuck in one spot in the shop because there's just so much to see. You're seeing that price correctly on that. That is $22 for this beautiful shelf. There are a couple of shelves like this size in here, and that's just $17.60. So you can see this booth is an eclectic mix of porcelain and pottery, some nice brass and copper, all kinds of different little finds, lots of smalls. Like I said, these items are great for shipping. And like I indicated, my husband, he does work in the afternoon at 3 o'clock. Before he does that, we come in. We have a lot of shipping to do. When he does the shipping, I do the packing for the local pickup. There's a lot of shipping to be done. So that's why on Wednesday Night Lives, I try to pull stuff that's just small enough to ship. Oh, look at this cute little frame for just $4.80. It is missing the easel back, so you'll have to put a hook on it or just make it a leaner, but that's just beautiful. That's got some nice age to it, and that's a fantastic price. A nice little humidor. Look at it. This is not reproduction. He just gets this stuff that polished up. And the 20% is always going to be off the lower price unless it says firm, which this does not. So that becomes, it was $28, goes down to $20. Now it's just $16. I don't know if I've done their booth since they moved up to this front room. So that's one of the big changes. We are coming up on the 7-minute mark. So I do want to get through this and get into the case room really quickly. We can ship the ornaments. It does take a little longer to pack up because they are very fragile, so we make sure these get to you safely. He brought in a bunch more yesterday. Not in his booth particularly, but we do have ornaments in the shop as low as $1. And we gladly will ship those. But like I said, just to allow a little bit more time on the packing of that, because this is not my husband's full-time job. So he's here when he can be to get all the packing done. This cute little set of Watts bowls, $32 for the full set of 3 nesting. And this is out of Virginia. This is made, that's $120. There was one other one that he had, I forget what the other one was, but that did sell. Some great silver cups. They polished those up nicely. We got a lot of great milk bottles, mason bottles. So I'm going to go to his other booth, and if I have the time, then I will come up. I'm just going to run through here really quick just so you can get an idea and a feel. So he has this shelf here. So and then I'm going to back. I try to do this so as not to Blair Witch people, because I know when you watch a video and the camera goes too fast, how disconcerting that can be. So I think the best bet is to go over to this shelf here. New old stock Pyrex for $80 in the Verde Green. Lot Department 56 came in this year, just some left in the shop. Like I said, we're multi-vendor, so you never know what you're going to find. And this is their 3rd shelf. We spent a lot of time in this room on Sunday night, so you're more than welcome to watch that video playback. It is on our Facebook page. It'll be available there for a month. There's my husband packing. We're going to go through the general store. The first booth we're going to see when we get into, we call this the great room because this is the big room with all of our vendors, and this here is Auntie's Attic. I hope to get in early enough tomorrow to do a 15-minute visit with Auntie's Attic. So we still have about 6 minutes left to cover their second booth, which is the first booth they had when we first moved over here a little over 2 years ago, and they have since expanded. You can see this is more of the heavier metals and more of the primitive kind of pieces, as opposed to his front booth. We try to keep it, the vendors are very good. We have a lot of our vendors have multiple spaces, and they try to curate each space to a particular style or type of item. So over here we see he's got a lot more of his cast iron, the heavier pieces, the more primitive pieces. This is a shelf that he did make out of an old wood ironing board. Pieces like this we cannot unfortunately ship. He did make this gorgeous island. see, we can see what that is. That's firm at $400, and that is 1850 church and old rope bed. So your rope bed would be the table legs basically, and then the pews. Look at the beautiful work he does on that. So let's come over here. 32 on an early tin miner's torchlight. Very cool. And what's today's date? The 12th. So there is still time to get these items to you if you need them for a holiday gift. He's got some amazing books. We've been selling a lot of these books. Very old. Beautiful piece of yellowware for $14.40. Does have some chips on it. Oh, look at here we go. I sell these all the time. This is the tiny can. This one's just $9.60. People love these. This one's, wow, that's a good price, just $8. With a little oiler. Like I said, you got to look everywhere in everybody's booth. You got to look up, you got to look down. Some great tins and crates, everything. And he does make this big post like you saw in the other booth. That shelf was also using one of these big pillars. This one's got the antique nails in them to use hanging all your finds. Great display pieces. We got some shutters, a lot of trivets in here, different manufacturers and just styles, brass, cast iron. Just a wonderful assortment of those. Got a lot of chamber pots in here. They make cute little planters. And again, the prices that you're saying, if they don't say firm, you're taking 20% off. So firm, we'll show you an example of a firm. $3 firm. He's got a bunch of those. Gorgeous wood bowl, as you can see, just $48. Nice old typewriter. That is marked firm, I do believe, at $100. So, and as you saw, the red lining, that does indicate that our vendors do come through and do some markdowns on some of the things. If they sit a bit, we encourage that. As I always say, we want to gather money, not dust, so price it to move it. I saw something over here. What is this thing? That is, what are you? Whatever you are, you're $8. Box part, I'm going to have to bring, oh no, that's this thing that I'm showing. Okay, I can't quite get to that tag for that item, but that's something that intrigues you or interests you that you need more information on. Do not hesitate to reach out to us. If you're able to do a screenshot, that is most appreciative. If not, if you can just give me a timestamp, that does help me find it as well. I haven't had one of these in a bit. We sell these out all the time. That's a good deal, $32. And that's got the wood paddles in it. Looks like it still works. Wow, that is a very good deal on that. He did bring in some milk containers yesterday. That one is $32. This is where you'll find most of the scales when they come in. He has a couple of the spring scales with the hanging baskets on them. And the prices are fantastic, just $40 on that. Polishes that up. Like I said, when they first moved in, I thought all this stuff was repro, and I just realized he's just that good at getting this stuff cleaned. It was another nice grater. I sell these all the time. People love these. $9.60. That one's got the wood top and such an interesting pattern. If you could hang that somewhere with a light behind it, that'd make a really cool pattern on the ceiling or wherever you put it from the light. The one anomaly, this modern type mirror in their booth, this kind of doesn't fit in with the decor in here. A lot of great metal pieces. We do have a spot for the hardware for all the vendors to have in. Like I said, you got to look up as well. And here we have some great old tins. Pontefract cakes. Licorice cakes. Nice. $12. That's not bad at all. It's in fantastic shape. The oldest house in the trade, established 1769. Where's that out of? Dunhills. That's got to be English. Yep, made in England. There we go. Very cool. Nice piece of it. That's very nice. Again, some more tins, and you're taking 20% off on those. Stanwell is $24. Very cool. Sugar shaker. We're rounding up to that time of the day. We did sell one of these ladders the other day, and you're not going to believe the prices on these. These are full-size ladders. They still have the rungs. You can still attach them. Sold the one behind it. This one's still available. They are $24. And as you can imagine, those are local pickup. And it's plain to see, has a lot of plains as well. A lot of them are still working. We sell a lot of woodworking tools around this area. A lot of people still like to use the old craftsman's tools. So we have hit the 15-minute mark. So I'm just going to back up so you can see that you have to look everywhere. And I did not get a chance to do the center island, so I'm going to just kind of step away. That is another one of his fantastic creations right there. That wonderful little coffee table. And I'm just going to show you one more thing real quick, and then we're going to wrap up. These are glass. These are $20. These are actual full sets, and they do fit a standard door. There's a little bit of patina on them. They are older, but you do have all the hardware in there. The screws and everything are in there. We have multiple sets, as you can see. There's that tag I've been looking for, that folding fan that's flat. Here it is. All right. So, again, we visited with Burning Sensation Antiques at Gray Barn in Andover, New Jersey. Thank you, as always, for choosing to spend some time with us. And just check our biography on how to get a hold of us if you saw anything in this video, our past videos, our Facebook or Instagram posts. We will gladly find out how much it would be to ship for you, get you more pictures and more information, and get that item into your home. Have a wonderful day.